Yet another feature of microeconomics is it is also known as price theory. What is price theory? Well, a theory, a concept which helps us determine the price of a specific good or commodity or services. So, microeconomics helps us determine the prices of different goods and services. Also, it helps us determine the prices of factors of production. Hence, microeconomics is known as price theory. Let us understand how microeconomics helps us understand prices of different goods, commodities, or services. I'll explain this with the help of an example, with the help of this chart. In this chart, we will try to represent prices of the commodity and quantity supplied. So on y-axis, it will be prices of commodity. On x-axis, it is quantity supplied. So what happens? For a supplier, for a manufacturer, when the price of a commodity is less, as shown in the graph, point A, its profit is also less. So its tendency to supply the product at a lesser quantity. Had the prices of the commodity increases, its profit margin increases. So the tendency of a manufacturer or supplier is to supply higher quantity. So if I see a supply curve, what happens? At lower price the supply is less, at higher price the supply is high. Similarly, on the contrary, the buyer behaves, the consumer behaves in another way. As the price is less, this for a buyer it is attractive option, so it demands more. So at a lesser price, the demand is very high. So at a lesser price, the demand for the quantity is very high. And as the price of the product increases, what has happened? The attractiveness of that product at higher prices becomes slightly lesser. So what happens? As the price of the commodity increases, the demand for the product decreases. So if you happen to see, this is a supply curve going upward, this is a demand curve going downward. Both these curves meet at a point that is called as point of equilibrium. If you happen to know, at that point, the price of the product is decided. Point of equilibrium is such a point where supply quantity and demand quantity matches. At that specific price, the price of the product is decided. And that's how the whole process is being designed with the help of microeconomics. So microeconomics helps us deciding the pricing or understanding or determining the prices of different goods and services. Apart from this, microeconomics also helps us understand and determine the prices of factors of production. What are factors of production? The factors which helps us to produce a different product. Let us say, I'll give you an example. Let's say I want to manufacture a mobile. So what are the things I'll require for manufacturing the mobile? I'll need infrastructure, a machinery, a setup, a manufacturing setup. And for machineries, I'll be paying capital. For laborers, I'll be paying wages. For land, I'll be paying rent. For entrepreneur, it will be profit. And whatever more number of factors are needed to produce that mobile phone, all those will be factors. So with the help of microeconomics, what we do? We try to understand the wages, rent, capital invested, the profit of the entrepreneur, and so on and so forth. So microeconomics also helps us determine the prices of different factors of production. Hence, with the help of microeconomics, we can determine the prices of goods, commodities, and services. Not only that, we understand the prices of factors of production. Hence, microeconomics is also known as price theory.